What up, y'all? So we're back. So as I said, I had gotten, where was I? Right. I discovered that there's 12 universal laws for the universe, meaning is what we all should be thinking about. It's not a religion. It's not not anything ridiculous or crazy. It's just a set of laws that are. I'm going to do a whole video about the 12 laws and what they mean and how to apply them. So that sent me down a rabbit hole. Then I started, because I didn't know what to do with them. I didn't know how to apply these laws to my life. I didn't know what to do to make myself feel better. Still, I'm searching on how to feel better, right? So I started watching videos of people who are on this path and the things that they're doing in order to attain this happiness and to keep this happiness. So I started doing things like affirmations every morning, meditating every night, journaling, writing down all of my thoughts. I started mirror gazing. I started, one thing about me, I always loved to be out in nature. But now it was just more significant now. Like whenever I would be out in nature, I would try to meditate while I'm out there. While the sun is beating on me and I'm soaking in the beautiful sun, I would meditate. I would reflect. I would talk to my mother while I was in that state. Because that was another major thing that really weighed heavy on me, was my mom. She passed away in 2009 from lung cancer. And when she passed away, she trusted me completely. And I completely did blame myself. I felt like I didn't save her. She trusted me to help her through it, and I couldn't save her. And that was something that feeling never went away. And it's like, I'm digressing, but I need to, so that you guys understand fully how deep it went and why I ended up where I am now. My mother was my best friend. Like, she was the person who showed me what unconditional love is. Now, people say that term a lot. People say that they love unconditionally. No one does. She is the only person in my whole life that I've ever experienced that from. And when I say unconditional love, that means that she loved me no matter what. I could have ended up a crackhead somewhere. She would have loved me anyway. And I have family members who did, and she loved them anyway. She loved us all 100% unconditionally. She would have done anything in her power to help us through anything. I've never experienced a love like that before, and I've never experienced it again. And that's very unfortunate. But that ties into this because I experienced that with her, I know how to give love that way, because I know what it feels like to get it, right? So that's the one thing that, even with all the shit that I've been through in my life, that's the one thing that hurts me the most, is that she's not here. But then I also think that if she was here, she would have coddled me through the situation, and I may not have gotten to have the experience that I'm having now. So again, everything happens for a reason. So I'm watching these videos, I'm doing all these things, and I'm feeling better. I'm beginning to feel better. I'm beginning to understand how to make my days go by smoother. I'm learning how to look at people in a different light and receive them better, and to give out different energy and things like that. I'm learning all of that. But then I watched this one video that explains it in a way where it was like a light bulb turned off in my head. So if any of you are into spirituality, you know that this is a 3D realm, right? We are here on earth experiencing life in 3D. In these bodies, we're experiencing in 3D. There is no heaven and hell. All of it is here. All of it is here. The point of this existence here in this 3D realm is to experience emotions, because we don't experience them the same on the 4D or the 5D realm, right? So we're here to experience emotions. Reason being is, when you experience these emotions, it automatically gives you gratitude towards anything better than that. It's all written. It's all supposed to happen that way. And it's not to break us, it's to elevate us. Because every time you go through any one of these big, humongous experiences in a positive way, you ascend. Your consciousness is higher. Your vibration elevates. Suddenly, you're on a different realm than everyone else. And it's absolutely amazing. And I didn't want to make this video because like even as soon as a couple weeks ago, I was experiencing it in a way where I was just a great student, where I get it, I understand what I'm supposed to be learning, I get what I should be feeling, but I don't feel it yet in my soul. You know, it doesn't resonate with me yet in my inner being. So it was like, once I realized that was how we are supposed to be experiencing things, and I started reading books about how to get through these experiences and how to get through them in a way that does take you to the next level. And I'm going to link those books down below, because great books. Let me see, what are the name of these books? I'm always reading. Just know that my whole life has been spent, like I probably read thousands and thousands of books. The Power of Now. That's one book. That's the first book that I read that really opened my mind. Absolutely amazing. And then another one is The Untethered Soul. I'm going to link both of those books down below. There's others. I'll link all the books that I've been reading. All of them are different aspects of this. But those two books, what they teach you is how to look within yourself for the answers that you need in order to get to the next level. Because we walk around this earth thinking that somebody else always got the answer for us, right? What do you always hear? Oh, they said, oh yeah, well they said now. No, but then now they said, who the fuck are they? Who's they and why do we listen to them? 99% of the time, they is the government, some shit you saw on television, some shit some random person said. Not basing any truth or validity at all. It's just that you heard somebody say it, and so that's how you live in your life. That's 100% wrong. We have all the answers inside of us. We are, when you break everything down to its smallest form, we're all energy. All of it. Everything. Even these items that you think are solid, you break them down to the smallest molecule, nothing is solid. All of it is just energy. All of it, every single thing. We just don't have the capacity to see it. The Matrix is not a movie. The Matrix is a documentary. Any of you on this path, watch The Matrix again. You see it in a completely different light. Anyway, I digress. So once I realized that I needed to look within for those answers, my meditations began to be different. I started to see the things that I needed. I started to understand exactly how and why I was supposed to get over the things that I needed to get over. All the answers were in here. I just didn't know how to access them. And once I did, it was like somebody reached up and pulled me out of the sunken place. On some real shit. Like, I'm not exaggerating this to you guys. I'm not trying to. It was absolutely amazing, right? It just random out of nowhere. What I do on my lunch breaks is, especially summertime, all through the summer, what I did was I would take a walk on my lunch break. I work in the city. It's freaking beautiful out there. I would just take a walk, soak in the sun, because you know we work in offices. We don't get enough sun. We're all lacking vitamin D or whatever. We're all lacking just walking outside and breathing in the air, even if it's the shitty Manhattan air, you know. So I would just walk, but I would take these walks and I would listen to 432 hertz music, And it was like I was seeing the city in a completely different light. I was starting to see everything for the beauty within it instead of walking around complaining all day. I finally figured out how to turn off that shitty voice in your head. You know, we all got that shitty voice where it got to notice everything, got to talk about everything that we walk by. It has to analyze every shit that we do. It has to tell us every shit that we doing wrong. Constantly, that voice, that book that I told y'all to read, those books help you turn off that and how to recognize it and understand that that's not you talking. That's the ego talking. The ego is what society told us, right? All the norms that society told us that we should have. That's the ego talking, telling us, well, why they look like that? Look how fat she is. Look at her shoes. You know the chatter, that the random chatter that just goes on in your head. Or something bad happens, all the random chatter to just make you feel worse and worse and worse and worse. So I learned how to turn that chatter off. I started walking down the street listening to 432 hertz music and experiencing the world in the present moment. Not wondering what's going to happen later, what I got to do later, what I got to do tomorrow, what happened in the past, why is that so bothering me? All these different things that you think, turned all that off. Completely silence in my head. Except for this 432 hertz music. 432 hertz music, it induces happiness and an overall feeling of wellness, right? So I just realized that I was just walking down the street smiling randomly for no reason. And this was like a week or so that this happened, and I'm like, oh shit. I don't have to try to be happy anymore. You know? It's not something that I have to work at anymore. I just am. It was the most amazing realization, and it was the most amazing feeling that I had ever had in my life. So you know what? This is a second video, and I don't want it to be too long. So we're going to cut this here. We're going to do a part 3 on this video. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about what I'm talking about. If any of this resonates with you, please let me know down below. I'm always looking for feedback because I don't know everything. I just know what I know for myself. If anyone has suggestions or you want to tell me your story, I would love to hear it because I don't have a whole lot of people to talk about stuff like this with. So hit me up. Let me know what's going on with you. See you guys in the next one. Later. Bye.